Hey folks, it's Cool Guy here again, and today we are playing Call of Duty 1, and this time the Americans have to keep the village they just took last night. That's always the hard part when you're deep inside enemy territory. And with me, as always, is...
Hey everybody, it's the Last Robo Kai, and I'm looking forward to watching somebody else do all the hard work and defend the village.
This is when the day is dawning on D-Day, and the game does a really good job with these introductions letting you know exactly how long the odds can be against you. Like right here, it's talking about we faced a platoon of German paratroopers and all of the equipment we captured. Of course, it's going to be another number of hours before anybody can relieve this ragtag little band of paratroopers who took this hard point, so it's going to be kind of a rough day for them, I'm sure. With that said, let's go ahead and get started.
Up, get up! Wake and shake it! The Germans off the streets! Mortars!
I love German coffee.
Particularly when it's served hot and loud like that.
Oh well, you know, they know we shoot at them, so they gotta deliver it.
Alright, the mortars are taking a break. Johnson, go have a look.
Dude's sticking his gun in my face. Thanks, Jackson.
Oh man. Johnson's gonna get it, isn't he?
Yeah. If you didn't see it coming, you must be blind.
Oh well, I'm sure there'll be another Private Johnson somewhere down the line.
Yeah, there will. The game auto-generates a bunch of people for you, and obviously it's just pulled from whatever pool of names. Also, that is a tank.
Oh, already.
Tanks are something that this game throws at you relatively often. The basic idea is that they have their main gun, which you pray to God never fires at you because it will kick your ass. And then they also have an MG42 mounted on the front.
Well, I suppose it makes sense that we'd be seeing a lot of tanks, not just from the historical perspective that Germany really like using tanks, but also from the fact that, well, they didn't have very effective attack helicopters, and we know how games like first-person shooters in particular just love to stuff attack helicopters these days.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, it it is really messing with me to get me see me get shot so much. But yeah, this is a really hard little area. But yeah, the tank usage in this game is really well done, except for the fact that they have an MG42 up front. That's very ahistorical, but whatever.
Well, I'm not gonna argue history with the tank.
The Panzerfausts are... There's one character later who will describe them as woefully inaccurate. That's a little bit of a misnomer, but not much.
Ah dear, so it's another one of those missiles.
Ooh, yeah. So this is basically the best gun in the game. It's a scoped sniper rifle, it's automatic, and you can switch it over to fully automatic. It's an amazing little gun.
Yeah, lots of utility to it.
Oh yeah. It was historically a German paratrooper gun, so it's only going to show up a very rare number of times in the game, but I will love it every second it does. Now I'm metagaming a little bit here by picking up another Panzerfaust. I mean, basically my thought process is, where there's one tank, there's going to be two tanks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That was actually part of German doctrine, is the doctrine of the wolf pack for both tanks and submarines.
Yeah, it's the idea that your efficiency of a tank's capacity to destroy another tank is reduced markedly when it's facing a superior number of tanks.
Right. Essentially, if you are ever outnumbered in mechanized warfare like that, it's a geometric progression in how much your effectiveness is reduced rather than... Also, yeah, I totally could have used that MG42, but no. Those things can be death traps in the best of times.
I thought you were going to talk about how trying to use it would probably send you death as well.
Yeah, the average lifespan of a machine gunner in World War I was 6 seconds. The average lifespan of a machine gunner in World War II was not that terribly much better.
Mind you, the life expectancy of a World War I soldier running at a machine gun position
was about 0.6 seconds.
pretty much.
So this is sort of a mirror match from yesterday, with the whole, you know, we're sitting here on this wall and the Germans are over there this time.
Yeah, it's a nice reversal. I mean, you know, you got your familiarity with the terrain already, so that you know how to, you know where to go to defend it.
And what you saw there is exactly why I play so conservatively in this game. You never know when an enemy is going to pull out a lucky shot at you.
Plus, you know, he dropped to the ground, and he was quite difficult to say. I'm not sure I'd have spotted him.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to spot when you're playing the game, but not by much.
Regroup! Regroup! Over here! Nice work!
Oh, you hear that noise?
That's definitely... Oh, that's definitely an entrance. That's definitely an exit.
Under normal circumstances, Foley will order you to go back to the church and get another Panzerfaust, and the tank will run through that big gate there. But since I brought another Panzerfaust, I can just deal with them instantly, which is great because Foley says we'll hold off their infantry, and he does no such thing. It is one of the worst runs in the game. I'm telling you true. I like Captain Foley. I like him as a character. He's an extremely competent dude, even as the AI. But that's one time he just lets you the hell down.
Move it!
Down the hatch. Ooh. It's like one of the,
Yeah, and then mortared right after that. Those mortar positions have got to go. They're really starting to piss everybody off.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's your mission objective. I didn't even realize there was like a little laundry list of things you do.
Yeah, you can hold tab to... Parker scared the shit out of me. You can hold tab to look at your mission objectives. I generally don't, because on your radar it just shows you where you're going, so you can just figure it out most times.
Grenades you have left. Put down suppressing fire.
Oh man, and now the mortars are just gonna make aiming even more difficult.
Well, I was much more worried about the MG42 at that point. LT Scott is quite a badass.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this is basically one of the worst situations in the game to not be able to flank a MG42 like this. I wouldn't even be considering doing something like this if I didn't have the MG42. It's just that good of a gun.
The situation is that freaking crazy. That definitely killed themselves well. They're firmly ensconced in all those buildings and.
Yeah, this is their mortar position, so they have done a very good job of entrenching. That was one of the teams that I just sniped down though. So one down, one to go.
Hopefully a lot less people be falling over exploded. Also, I think I just saw a helmet flip up there.
Yep, every so often that happens when you get a headshot.
I love that. That's just one of my favorite things in games where people wear like military helmets and just watching it spinning away.
In Call of Duty 2, it gets even funnier because sometimes the helmet will flip off and it'll go flying, but the guy will not die. I'm really terrified of coming around this corner because I have no support at all. Fortunately, it turned out to be nothing.
Yeah, well, that's the end of the booms.
Yeah, and there is a beautiful little segment coming up next, and I'm looking for a German submachine gun so I can face it a little bit better than I'm equipped right now. And there we go, an MP40.
So you guys asking for directions over here?
I only wish.
Oh boy, the most hardcore of tactical vehicles.
Okay, Captain. Assuming we get back to battalion in this rolling junkyard, what do I tell them?
Hand this directly to Major Shepard. Tell him Baker Company has secured the town, but won't be able to hold it long if we don't get relief soon. Got that, Sergeant?
Oh, yes, sir, you bet. We ride through enemy lines in a French tin can. Want to paint a bullseye on it, sir?
Yeah, pretty sure that won't be necessary, Sarge. So unless you got a better idea, or a radio that works, carry on. Good luck.
Oh man, this is nuts. I can't believe we're doing this.
Believe it, unless you sprout wings and want to fly. It's only 6 miles, Private. Just shut up and do your job.
Moody is right.
Yeah, if Captain Foley is Captain America, Sergeant Moody is Sergeant States.
Sergeant states the obvious. I'm surprised Foley didn't paint a bullseye on it for him.
It would have been right in keeping with him. So, this level is also known as Sergeant Moody's Wild Ride.
Well, we've already lost the insurance on that one, I think. So this is another thing that I suppose you would say is the staple of Call of Duty games.
This is something that's gone on for quite a bit, but this is by far one of the most fun levels in the game. You're just running around, and all you gotta do is shoot on rails. And it's a little bit harder than it sounds, but it's about twice as thrilling as it sounds.
I just love watching Moody bounce in the car scene as well. He looks like he's actually enjoying himself, possibly a bit too much.
Now it's a car chase!
Are we gonna get to see him flip? Yes! No unnecessary explosion though.
One of the worst things about those little Volkswagens that follow us is that their windshield's completely bulletproof. It's so hard to tank the driving of those things.
I can definitely see why the submachine gun is what you want for this stage.
Well, and not just because of that, because it also has a lot of ammo. I mean, you'll notice I started with something like 380 bullets. I'm already halfway through my reserve.
Does it not replenish you in any way whatsoever? Like,
there's one point where we'll be able to grab a little bit of ammo, but it's not enough. I mean, you have to come into this level prepared. I mean, if you were to, God forbid, come in here with a bolt-action rifle, you're in for a world of pain.
you'll want to get off Sergeant Moody's Wild Ride.
Yeah. There's a reason why.
It's getting very slowly looking at us.
Jesus Christ.
And that's a dead end?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, hey, great. Good move. Remind me to thank the captain.
Shut up, Eldrin! Get your ass out! Let's go, Martin! Move it! Move!
I can't believe I agreed to do this.
You did? Remember?
So that tank is totally not dead, and it still hates us a lot.
I like to imagine. I imagine tanks can actually embody hatred.
This one can.
It's gonna be making quite a few appearances then, I take it.
It's going to be haunting us pretty much the rest of the level. I mean, the level is not terribly long, but you learn to hate that tank pretty quickly.
I love the concept of being haunted by a ghost tank. which by the way is a totally legitimate comic book character.
Really?
Yes. It's
Okay, you have to go into that one now.
Oh, it's a World War I era tank, I think, or it could be World War II, powered by the ghost of I think a Civil War hero?
That's incredible.
Yeah, and it's like obviously it's had a crew of like regular not dead people, but yeah, that was.
So instead of running off gas, it ran off some tortured Civil War veteran's soul.
Oh, he quite enjoyed what he was doing. He was very much into it.
Ever steal a car?
Only when I need one,
Only when I need one.
Yeah.
This elder guy, he's a bit of a shifty character. You can see why they sent him with Moody and you.
Damn it, Elder, hurry up!
Working, Sarge. I'm working on it.
This is on you. Get it on me.
He's got a response for everything.
It's one of those things I just love about military films, military games, and everything. Everyone just, under pressure, just becomes incredibly quick-witted. Not in a helpful way. Everyone's just go.
Turn right. Right up there.
The fucking tank!
There he is again.
At this point, I'm just laying on the trigger.
At least it can't catch us now. I'm hoping.
Yeah, we're going a little bit too quick for it. I think the top speed for a Tiger tank was something like 30 miles per hour.
I said you can slow down.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Sorry.
Right turn, right here.
You got it. You got it.
And right now is where I'm finally letting go of the breath I've been holding.
Damn, man. You could play this game underwater with all the rest you're holding it.
Yeah. Sergeant Moody's Wild Ride, everybody.
To Major Shepard and get our orders. Take 5, but stay put.
Okie doke, Sarge. What the hell else am I?
That really sets the tone for exactly how pulse pounding a lot of levels are going to be in this game.
What else am I going to do? Well, maybe not you, Elder, but I think Martin here is gonna be yet up for a few more horrible tasks.
Elder will actually be joining us in the next level, but unfortunately for him, since he's no longer critical to the story, he will also be mortal.
Elder, check that doorway.
Oops. Yeah, Sergeant Moody will be with us too, but he will continue to be critical to the story, so he will also be like Captain Foley in that he's invincible.
Yeah, well, we need Moody. We need someone to yell, idiotic, unhelpful things at us whenever we're trying to get something done.
Yeah, and be the stereotypical American hard-ass sergeant. I mean, is that even... I would like to know if that's even really a thing, like a stereotype in any other culture besides America's.
Well, hopefully the thread in the comments can fill us in on that one.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of stories we can harvest there. And until next time, then, I've been Cool Guy.
I have been the Lost Robo Kai.
Take good care of yourselves and everybody you love, folks.